Kona will be everything. It's a flawless execution. Everything needs to align perfectly. It's just about that. At the end of the day, it's about how bad you want it. Simple, how bad you want it.
Quest for Kona is brought to you by Gatorade Endurance, formulated for farther. Just a few years ago, 37-year-old Geoffrey Baldet of France was preparing for his very first Ironman. And like for any rookie Ironman athlete, the learning curve was steep.
So I registered for my first Ironman. It was Ironman Zurich in July 2019, and I remember registering 1 year before in July 2018. And then I had 1 year to get prepared for that. But I started from scratch. Basically, never did bike in my life, never swam in my life, and first time I went into a pool. I remember doing 1 lap. And I was out of breath, and I was like, how do you want me to swim that distance in 1 year? So it was challenging, but it was a fun journey.
After finishing Ironman Switzerland in an impressive 10 hours, 21 minutes, Geoffrey glimpsed his potential in the sport, and the dream of qualifying for the Ironman World Championship was born. He hired a coach and committed himself to balancing long training hours with his job as a digital marketing executive. For his qualifying attempt race, he zeroed in on the 2022 certified Piedmontese Beef Ironman Des Moines, part of the VinFast Ironman US series.
I picked Des Moines because it's North American Championship, which means you have more slots for qualifying, and also because it was perfectly fitting, I think, my abilities.
Geoffrey was drawn to the two-loop, wetsuit-legal swim course, challenging bike terrain with its short, punchy climbs, and the flat and fast run course. He also didn't shy away from the potential of hot, humid conditions, since he was accustomed to training in the same type of elements after moving to Singapore 2 years ago. Making the trip halfway across the world, Geoffrey is ready to tackle some big goals in Des Moines.
First, qualifying for Kona. Second is I would like to run sub-3 on the marathon. It's kind of a challenge within the challenge. I know that run is my thing, and that's why I really want to put on a show on the run. I know that I can make up all the difference. I just need to not freak out if I see other athletes who are way ahead of me. I will have to fight very hard tomorrow for it. Even fighting very hard, I might not be at the level required to get that slot.
It's race morning, and Geoffrey is focused on just getting through the two-loop Roca swim course in Grays Lake, so he can attack the bike and run in his bid to secure a Kona slot. He lines up with the 97 men also vying for one of 5 slots for his 35 to 39 age group. Right after the race start, Geoffrey finds a strong swimmer to draft, and during the short beach run at the halfway point, realizes he's ahead of his planned pace.
I was confident that after the first lap of the swim, when I checked my watch, I was like, wait, what? We're going so fast? Then I said, okay, it's gonna be a good day.
Geoffrey hits the swim finish in 1 hour, 45 seconds, a new personal best swim time.
I was surprised to go out of the water in 1 hour.
Leaving transition for the start of the challenging 112-mile full-gas bike course touring rural Des Moines, Geoffrey is in 10th place.
I had to settle in the bike, and quickly I started to do what I worked for over the past few months, which is a course with a lot of hills, steep hills.
Surging up the climbs, Geoffrey advances to 5th in his age group by the halfway point of the ride.
I really started to pick it up, and I created gap with almost all of them, and it felt quite weird for me because I was alone. So it's kind of a first for me.
Geoffrey continues to ride his own race plan, and by the time he arrives back at Transition 2 with a 4-hour, 54-minute bike split, he is in fourth. Third place is only about 2.5 minutes ahead of him, despite some mechanical issues he's also overcome.
It was quite a relief to finish the bike as I was intending to.
With fifth place just a minute back and the humidity on the rise, Geoffrey prepares himself for the tough marathon run. Comprised of 3 loops through the urban center of Des Moines, the Hoka Marathon course offers athletes many opportunities to keep tabs on the nearest competition. Within the first mile, Geoffrey reels in third place. He's sticking to his plan and trusting in his run training.
Don't mess up your nutrition, don't mess up your hydration. It's all I had in my mind.
At the 16-mile mark, he is in second place, but just a couple miles later, Geoffrey slides back into third.
It was really hard, and on the last lap, it was really about surviving, and you just could not give up at any point if you wanted that spot.
With 5K to go, Geoffrey is still defending third, with fourth and fifth inside of a minute behind him. He's visualized this moment countless times in training.
I had to sprint the chute. So I know it's gonna be super close between us.
Clocking a 3:29 marathon, Geoffrey crosses the finish in fourth place.
From the fourth place to the eighth place, we are within 1 minute. That's what I like, you know, we are all in this, we are in this all together, but the most important thing is right on there. I'm going to Kona, guys. Yes!
With his 9-hour, 35-minute overall finish time, Geoffrey realizes not only his Kona dream, but a new personal best Ironman time.
Super happy for myself. Like, it's the pinnacle of a preparation and months of commitment and sacrifice. I learned that endurance is a long game. It takes time.